Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Had to put the work in. Had to put the work in.
Nolan, you did that.
Look, this. I remember days I ain't have it. Had $1 in a dream with some baggage. She asked me how I kept it sane through the madness. I just had to turn my pain into passion. Oh, I can finally see things I imagine. So close to my dreams, I can grab it. No, I couldn't stay the same till action. Want a bad, then you gotta get active. You gotta get active. You put in the work. That's how I'm getting what I'm worth. I had to get it from the dirt. I was broke, God came and made it work. Thank God he made it work. Yeah, he made it work.
What up, YouTube? Back again. This is the second half of that depict network ego talk. Now, we're gonna do the second half of that. Is I had to cut it off from the first part because this part it gets a little into the argument nature. Okay. This is where her ego goes a little overboard. Okay. And what Anton's trying to say and convey in this shit is if you're in a proper relationship, those ego-driven things, that jealousy shit, that want to combat against your spouse, wanting to put your spouse in their place or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? That's evil. Well, kind of evil, but that's ego selfishness, you know what I mean? And he's talking about when it's selfless ego. None of that shit happens in the relationship. A proper relationship, when you actually have someone you are fully clicked with, you're fully in tune with, that shit does not fucking occur. Okay. Now, it also comes into terms of you finding that someone. Okay. Now that's another thing. Picking right. Okay. If you find a like-minded person, you feel me? They gotta be like-minded. Okay. But this means you have to know who you are. You gotta know your mind. Okay. You gotta conquer your own shit first. Okay. So, without further ado, let's watch this shit.
It is a good thing. Ego is a good thing. People don't understand that, right? I don't want to go into a soliloquy, bro. I don't want to go any deeper than I have because I know there's other people that want to talk. We also got to get to Kay, but she's wrong, bro. She's using ego and weaponizing it against the idea that she not doing what she's supposed to do in a relationship. And what happens is she start to replace it with pure love and say that, hey, love me as I am. I should be a person that you shouldn't use in order to boost your ego. When in reality, we use each other to become the best versions of ourselves. That's why we're in each other's lives. That's the whole idea behind coming together and being one. It's to use each other.
You can use each other.
I just think that what she was really getting at is that when we talk about relationships being hard, I think that or something that Anton said in terms of a problem. I think in relationship that's what it is. Like every day you're problem solving with this other person. That doesn't mean it's going to be easy. Some problems are hard. That doesn't mean they're not doable. I can still get an A on this test. That don't mean this test isn't hard. You know what I'm saying? But every single day you are problem solving with your partner. And so I think that it's really, really important. I think what it is compromise. Is a sense of self and how I think things should be in my sense of self, what I think, my self-conceit and how things should be. And then you have your self-conceit and how you think things should be. And we have to every day do this. It's different, Anton, when you have someone that's like always on your page. They're always on whatever you want. But in most relationships, it's two people coming together and putting their ideals together. Obviously, they're like-minded. That doesn't mean they don't want that they think the same about every single thing, even down to the smallest decisions about the goddamn temperature in this room.
I would say, Kayla,
so You have to compromise every day what you want in your sense of self, what you want to do, how you feel, and work with someone else to do life with them every day. That's what she's saying. That's what's not easy. Because if you can just do whatever you want every day, you don't got to ask nobody, you got to check nobody, you got to do nothing that got nothing to do with nobody else. That shit is easy. Me having to work with someone every day and like the decisions I make affect him. So I have to think about his perspective and everything that I do. That is a lot more difficult than me doing whatever the fuck I want to do every day.
Let me say this.
It's just being about me.
Let me say this.
I think that's what she was saying.
The problem is, I'll say this. Your life would be so much easier and so much more fulfilling if you just let all of that go. If you let go what you set as, I need this, or I want to have my way, or you should compromise, and you just let it go, and you remove all of that burden of having control over what is going on in your life, and you give that burden to somebody else, and then you focus on the thing that actually makes you happy instead of focusing on making sure that somebody compromises with the ways that you see life, your life would be phenomenal. The problem with women in a general sense is that they're so used to being in control, and it's not entirely y'all fault. Y'all have been put in a position where you had to fend for yourself and you had to survive and whatever, so on and so forth, and your circumstances or whatever like that. But when you remove that burden and you just completely let go the things that you should not even have control over in the first place, you then can replace that with the things that you actually care about and that's meaningful to you. But we get in this space where we start to force people to compromise because we arguing about things that's not even relevant. It don't even mean anything. Who the fuck give a fuck about this little thing over there, or how you see things? I'm gonna tell you, most guys don't even care about what you want to do. They will give you everything that you want as far as what you want to do. If half of these women just stop trying to replace what men are supposed to do with how they feel. Women honestly just need to reset, let go, let their lives be so fulfilling and full by not caring about these little stupid idiotic things that they argue about. Most arguments in relationships aren't even anything that it's not even relevant. It don't even mean nothing. It be over something stupid, and then y'all pull out a whole nother thing and it turns into a big old shouting match. Half of that stuff don't mean nothing. Just enjoy life, relax, fall into that good space of it, because guys want to take care of you. They just don't want to be used. The minute that they realize that you're not there to use them, they will treat you like gold. They will not let your feet touch the ground. But people are so busy trying to lead and say, hey, I want to have my footprint in that sand too, not knowing that their power comes from other ways and how they can impact the relationship. Instead of always having to be a partner, just let them do what they do. I don't even get in her way. I don't give a fuck about what seasoning she put in the food. I don't care what she do with my calendar. I'm not micromanaging her. I unleash her to be whatever it is that she want to be. I'm not trying to stop her. But at the same time, she don't come in and tell me what it is that I'm supposed to do as far as how I'm supposed to cover her. That's like you hiring a coach to life coach you, and then you tell them how it is that they supposed to coach you. Well, if you knew what the fuck you was talking about, then you wouldn't be coming to me to be your life coach in the first place. It's like women need to just calm down, stop, take a breath, relax, and let men do what they do, and you will be absolutely, positively so happy with the results. But they so busy being in their own way because they too busy trying to be a partner instead of being a woman. That's all you got to be, is be a woman. Chill.
So that was a great soliloquy. I'm still trying to figure out.
Anton does get a little long-winded, but he is not wrong. Okay? Girls, when you show you fully devoted to the right man, okay, that right man sees that you all in on him, there's nothing a nigga wouldn't do for you. Okay? I'm saying this because I'm one of the motherfuckers. I've been that motherfucker from gate, you feel me? But it doesn't matter how much I do for a chick, they fall to the wayside with the thoughtonomy and the dumb shit. The ego gets into it. Okay? So, this is with a lot of guys. a lot of guys tend to get played by chicks when they just want the one to be devoted. You feel me? And now understand there is guys that's not even into that mindset, not taught that. Okay? These are the woman-raised guys. These guys are more emotional than everything. Okay? They're not taught that. Okay? A full functional dude taught by a man how to be a dude knows they have to take care of business. The other guys don't. Girls, you need to understand the difference between a full-fledged man and a boy. You got to start learning that shit. Okay? What he's saying is what a full-fledged man would do. Okay? If you find yourself a full-fledged man and you show your full devotion to him, ain't shit you can't get. But don't fucking use it. Okay? You use them, it can go sideways fast. Okay? The ego will make you want to use them all. Okay? And the ego makes you want to be argumentative. You're mine. I'm this person, so you need to do this. You feel me? I'm this person. You need to do this. Because you're putting a title on your ass thinking it's an importance. Thinking you're equal partners in a relationship. That doesn't work. You cannot have two bosses. Okay? It doesn't work. It's got to be in hierarchy. Okay? There must be a hierarchy. You can't have two bosses. Because that means the ego clash. This is where that argumentative nature comes in. Okay? Girls, even guys, have argumentative natures to show their importance. To try to push their importance. Because they feel like they're down here because the other person is either doing more, they got the most money, or they're bringing in the more, taking care of more of the bills, they're doing more of the work or something like that, and the other person is on the wayside. Okay? So the person with the less ego will get into it, or the person with the more, the ego will get into it. Okay? Not knowing that, that they're doing it. The ego will turn into a monster, like the one with the more. Okay, the ego will turn into a monster and say, "Oh, you're not doing this, and you're not doing this. You ain't shit. You ain't this. You ain't that." Okay, the girls will go quick to do that shit to a motherfucker. Same with the one on the low side. Okay, you're not giving me this. You're not treating me this way. You're not doing this. You're not giving me enough time. You're not this. You're not this. It's me, my, me, my. That's all the ego is right there. That's that argumentative nature ego. That's the selfish ego. As we're about to see Kay show up. Remember, like what Kay was saying just a second ago in that clip. I let it run long, I know. I let it run long. That was long. But Kay was up there saying that shit. Minding what I do, I, me, mine. And then she said, you got yours and that, and it must be a compromise. Compromise for fucking what? Okay? Like, literally, if you were being an actual woman and making the dinners, setting up the dinners, nigga don't give a fuck what we do. Okay? Just have some food. Okay? Unless the nigga made a request, just have some fucking food. But she was trying to make that example like it would be a big example. That's not a big example. Okay, how about going out hanging with friends that night, all night and then coming back in the morning? That's something that's usually an argument for motherfuckers, okay? That's something that would have to be discussed, you feel me? I like to hang with my friends at night, you feel me? Like, wop. We've been doing this since college, okay? It's a routine, okay? So, if you get mad at a routine thing, you go. Okay, if this is something that he's been doing since forever with these niggas, okay, it doesn't fucking matter how you feel about the situation. It's a routine, and it will be a hard break to break a routine. Okay, but for guys, they tend to break those routines anyways because they want to spend time with you. They want to lock you in. Okay, so girls, yes, understand this. That ego can drive you into being a monster if you don't control it. You gotta understand, high or low, there's things you must do to show your devotion to the other person. Okay, so don't let your ego shoot that shit in the foot just because you think this is how things are supposed to go, or you're getting fed up with the situation and you forget about what already happened in the past. Like, let's do this real quick before I switch it back into the clip. If we're gonna do a little quick scenario, okay, time scenario, okay. At start, nigga was holding it down, had to place cards and everything, you feel me? He was cashing out on you and stuff like that there. The relationship's good, you getting deep into it, you really in a relationship for years on end, and he's been doing good. Has a problem. He lost everything. Now he's starting to lose track. You had to pick up the slack. Now you're doing everything. You hold the bills. You got the car. You up there with money and shit and cashing out on him. But you're getting fed up of it real fast. And your ego drives you to nag and break this man down when he's already at his low. To argue with the motherfucker instead of help the motherfucker, push the motherfucker up, to uplift the motherfucker. Instead, you want to kick that nigga while you down. The ego drives you to do that. Alright, now with that done said and done, sorry, got deep. Let's get in.
Oh, are you saying that because you get with the man now you don't have like preferences or wants at all of your own?
Give me an example, Kayla.
I mean, literally anything.
Give me an example. Name one.
Dinner. Anything.
Is it that serious?
No. Hold on, Quest.
I'm saying every single time maybe I want something to eat tonight, we're just supposed to always do, you just always just supposed to pick, and I'm just supposed to go along with whatever you want to do every night of our life. I can't be like, baby, I want Chinese tonight. And you compromise this time and say, okay, let's get Chinese. Even if you didn't want it, you compromise and say, okay, we'll get Chinese tonight. Are you saying I'm just supposed to just...
If you went to the man and said, hey, babe, let's get Chinese tonight, I guarantee you 9 times out of 10, he don't.
That's not what I'm talking about. That's easy. I'm saying if he's saying, I want Italian and we've literally had Italian 4 times this week and I want Chinese, then I'm just supposed to eat Italian again and not say, hey babe, can we get Chinese? And him say, sure babe, let's do something that you want to do, considering we've done what I wanted to do for the past 4 nights. Like it's no different. It's a friendship comes first. So you want to make, you really give whatever it is that your friend likes and that you like, we find a place between.
And there goes that food scenario again. Okay, how you who the fuck that picky bitch? Like, yo, you had a time for 4 nights on the bed. Now you want Chinese food. I'm pretty sure you will get no fucking pushback on that unless the nigga like really hates Chinese food. Like, goddamn, bitch. Like, she has the dumbest examples I can ever hear. That's why Quest started losing his shit. Like, bitch, what? Is it that serious? Dinner, really? Like, okay, I gave you a better example instead of the food example, but yeah, she bring it back to the food example. No, bitch, don't do that. It doesn't work for what you're trying to achieve. Okay, and this is where that argument nature come in, and she's showing it right now. Okay, it's not even what they're saying right now; it's her actions right now showing you the argumentative nature of her ego. Okay, her ego's so super up here because she don't respect these niggas on here. No. Like, the whole point is, let me explain. Okay, she's trying to push that issue, which is a non-issue. So the fact that you're trying to push this issue, which is a non-issue, and don't want to give and say, you know what, you might be right, but I don't see it. Literally, that's all she can say. That's really all she can say. But instead, she wants to fucking try to push back with a weak ass example. Okay, weak ass example. Really, what nigga is that like that? No niggas like that. No niggas like that bitch. God damn. Let's get back to it. Yeah, damn.
People marry someone that's very much like them, but it's hard for me to believe that we're on the same page about every single thing all the time. Or a woman is just not supposed to care at any point. It's just supposed to, I get it. This, you know, I'm all about the soft life. I get it. But in terms of me just like not having an opinion and like me not letting my voice be heard in terms of what I think, like,
but I don't
had Italian 4 times. What is wrong with me saying we're getting Chinese tonight?
I just want to make sure that we can watch this movie. So listen, let's DoorDash and get Chinese and Italian, and then let's go and fucking chill. It ain't got to be a big discussion.
Fucking mind-boggling, right?
Isn't whether or not
I literally use a simple example, but that obviously represents more deep things.
So, as you hearing, she thought what he said, the whole big thing he said was she wouldn't have an opinion. Nothing to say. This is why I say you must hear and listen to when people talk to you. Okay? Understand, process here, not here. Process here. You get work it through up here, not emotionalize it. What the fuck she do? Emotionalize it. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with this girl. You feel me? She need a good dicky, get good dicky drunk one time or something. I don't know, but she is just fucked up in the head with this shit. It's weird. It's weird to me. It's weird. Ladies, I know you watching. It's weird, ain't it? Come on. I know you with me on this. It's weird. Cause she wants to push on a weird ass subject. How you're gonna push on this weird ass subject? How you gonna have an argument with the weird ass subject you brought up? Okay, and he broke it down for you real easy. How any man would have broke it down if the man was still even wanting that fucking like Italian food. You feel me? All right, then fuck it. I just want us to watch this movie. So you know what I mean? Get straight to the fucking point. And that's exactly how a man thinks compared to her short-sighted thinking. You actually can see it. You feel me? A man will literally, we want to get to the focus point. Okay, and that means get to the house and chill. Okay, so you can get what you want. I'm getting what the fuck I want. We get into the house and chill. You feel me? So is it a big deal that he eats exactly what the fuck you eat? Okay, and yet again, why aren't you already making the plans for dinner? You feel me? You are the female. I'm just saying, you know, you don't have to, but like shit, usually shit, all the females I mess with, they automatically come out their mouths. You feel me? I got a taste for this tonight. You feel me? Or they already cooking. You feel me? They already plotted that shit out in their head for their own selves. And just add my plate to the equation, man. Shit. Like, what the fuck? It's not that hard. That should not be an argument. You know what the nigga eats, and you know what you eat. Not an argument. But she wants to push to that subject, saying that she wouldn't have any independence. No, what he was saying is that shit you want to have an argument with. He would not with his wife. Because they are not in that type of ego space. Okay? They're not selfish with it. They are fully cohesive. Okay? A couple. Okay? Which means she feels, he already explained that shit. I shouldn't even have to explain it again. You get what I'm saying? She feels his voice and he feels her voice. You feel me? Literal sense too. Get what I'm saying? Okay, let's get back to it.
As an example. The problem isn't whether or not
it's a minuscule one, but you're trying to act like that represents all decision making, and it doesn't. I was just giving an example.
The problem isn't that you want Chinese or Italian. The problem is that it has to become an argument when we talking about whether or not you want Chinese. Listen, if you want Italian, all you got to say is hey babe, you know what? I done had a strong urge to get Chinese. I would venture to say that when most guys ask women what they want the fuck to eat, they say I don't give a fuck anyway. They say I don't know, I don't care.
See, now you're taking an example literal. It's not a literal example. It's literally just about the compromise and what each person wants to do, and each person's personality and their thoughts and feelings being a part of the relationship. How is this a hard concept? Because there are things that you will have to do with your spouse that you don't want to. I like to go to amusement parks. I know you hate amusement parks. You don't like going, but are you saying that you should just never have to go because you don't like going, even if your wife wants to? Come on now, you compromise, and sometimes, maybe not as often as she is, but sometimes you're gonna go because you love your wife and that's something that she enjoys doing. Vice versa, if it's watching sports with you, I don't know what's going on, but yes, go team. Like, I'm literally. Y'all trying to act like you don't compromise in relationships. I don't
need you to watch sports with me.
Oh my God.
I'm using your example. Every single example.
No, I'm saying you're the type of husband that's like, I'm not going to Six Flags with you. I don't care. I don't want to do that, so I'm never going with you.
Listen.
Is that what you're saying? Are you going or are you not going?
What I'm telling you, Kayla, is that, and I've said this multiple times on the platform. Me and Rita are complete opposites. She likes sushi. I don't even eat fish. Like, we're complete opposites. What she likes in a vacation is the complete opposite of what I like in a vacation. So I don't focus on the things that we disagree on. We focus 100%, 98% of our energy on the things that we align with.
I'm not saying focus. I'm literally talking about this specific thing.
Finish, bro. Fix each other and trying to make each other something else. We spend all of our energy on the things that we actually absolutely love and like about each other. And if she want to go and do something else outside of that, she got friends that she can tap into and go and do it. It ain't that big of a deal.
You understand what he's saying? Was that they are not gonna sit there and harp on the things that they.
I spend no time arguing.
Like ever.
I was gonna ask you that, Anton. Hold on, Anton. I was gonna ask you that because I think this is very telling right here, right?
We never argue.
They basically say he's not going. No. He doesn't give a fuck if you want him to go. You have to go with your friends. He's not going with you.
Do we discuss things? Does she let me know what her thoughts are? Yes, but why do we have to argue?
Who said anything about arguing? No one brought up arguing. No one brought up fighting, yelling. We're literally talking about having conversations with your spouse.
Siobhan asked, do we ever argue? Siobhan literally just
asked. Go ahead, Siobhan.
Yeah, I mean, I asked. I mean, he answered it. I just think that, I mean, you guys don't have to be yelling and screaming, but it's just, for me personally, I don't see how, like, there's just no arguments ever. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, so Siobhan did ask about arguments, okay? The arguments. Compromise come easy when you're selfless, okay? And then the thing is, if you're both selfless to each other, you know what I mean? The compromise is even easier because then there's no jealousy and all that shit. So you want to go to the nail salon, go do all that shit. Here, go. You know I don't like sitting in the car doing that shit. You feel me? I don't like going up in there hearing all the gossip and bullshit. You know I ain't getting my shit done anytime soon. So shit. Here you go. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be an argument. It's something that's already known. You feel me? Especially if you're in a relationship or married, you know, you already should know your counterpart. You feel me? You spend enough time with the motherfucker that done told you enough. All you gotta do is remember. Remember the time. Okay, let's go.
So Siobhan, he's not the only one. Let me be very clear. Me and my wife, okay, I have argued with my wife, but we're talking in, hold on, we're talking in 10 or 11 years. I can literally account the amount of arguments on one hand, and I assure you, 2 of them were probably serious. 2 in 11 years, dog.
But he's saying never, ever. That's what he's saying. And I'm just saying that, like,
I would venture to say that 5 is close to never when you're talking about 11 years.
But it's not never. It still happens, whether it's 2 years, 5 years, 11 years, who cares? It still happens. But like, nobody wants to wake up in the morning and just nag and complain. Like, nobody does that. I don't particularly like to argue. I really don't. Like, if I care about you and I want to be with you and you want to be with me, I'm not going to talk crap to my man.
So then you wouldn't let something. So then you wouldn't let something like a restaurant on. No. Oh, you want Chinese and then Absolutely I want motherfucking not. Cambodian food. You wouldn't let that stir up a whole
Absolutely
debate or.
Not.
And Kayla's not saying that. Who said anything about stirring up drama? Why do conversations about disagreements mean screaming matches to you guys? You guys don't just have simple conversations about something that we may disagree on to find a medium, and just like, why does y'all think that working something out means that it has to be negative? I don't.
Okay. If you're any example, just to have a disagreement with you was an argument. Okay, and I'm pretty sure that's what the question is about to say. Okay, that's the whole point. A lot of females do make it an argument because the ego drives her to that. This is where that selfish ego comes in. It pushes you to have that argument, to make it more. You gotta have the last word. You gotta make it sting. You gotta call them out their name or something like that. The ego pushes you to do that, to make it hurt. Okay, a lot of girls do that, and some guys. Okay, so you gotta tap that ego down. Okay, simple things shouldn't be argued upon, especially when you know it's an issue. Okay, it shouldn't be argued upon. You should know already. Now, if you are like, arguments only happen, okay, let's just put it this way. Arguments should only happen in the beginning of a relationship because you barely know the person. You're getting to know process, okay? Even if you've been fucking, you still getting to know. And with that getting to know process, you have to have conversations with going to lead in the argument, of course. Once you get past that process, once you know, things get much easier. Much fucking easier. It's supposed to. Because now you both is working in tandem instead of against each other. Okay? She's no longer doing the Deuteronomy shit. And you ain't doing the loose dick shit. That's really how it's supposed to go.
Understand. Let's having this conversation about the Chinese food. Why would this have to be an argument? It literally is not. It's like we just talking.
The way you stood so steadfast in your fucking perspective, Kayla, it sounds like if I was a nigga that was dating you or something, this could potentially turn into a fucking argument.
Why would it turn into an argument? You understand that you pick your battles, though. You understand that you compromise just like I have. If we've had Italian 4 days this week,
and the past 4 nights
Italian 4 days this week, why would you push back on me wanting Chinese for the 5th day? Why? For what?
But Anton already told you.
We don't even move like that. Exactly.
We don't even move like that.
Exactly. You would say, okay, cool. And that's the end of it. It's not an argument. It's not a fight. You would say, okay, cool. But I'm saying the type of person or the type of man that would say, oh, you know what? You should be happy with having whatever it is that I've chosen for us. That's what I was pushing back against. There's nothing wrong with her saying, hey, babe, can we do something that I want to do? And him saying, okay, cool, versus her feeling like whatever it is that he chooses, I need to just go, because that's what Anton said. You need to sit back, stop trying to have an opinion about anything, and just let him do everything, and you just go along with whatever it is that he say that we're going to do. As if you're not a grown adult that has preferences.
That's what you gathered from what Anton said.
That's where the ego. That's where the ego at right there.
That's where the ego at right there. Okay, Rick, you got her on that one. Okay, he came in and just chimed in right there. Hey, why is it still a big deal, Kane? Why aren't you understanding?
I don't know what
you saying that a type of man. What man run like that? No man runs like that, okay? Like, who the fuck are you fucking with? Okay? Who are you fucking with? No man run like that, okay? You had something for 5 nights in a row, and then the next night you have an opinion on something, and then... Who the fuck run like that? It's you making the argument, just for argument's sake, okay? Show me the example of the ego. That's what Rick just pointed out. There's the ego at right there. Because she is stuck in this me mindset, which is a lot of girls are stuck in. That independent woman mindset. Yes, you need to be independent to an extent, but you also need a partner in life. Okay? Life goes much easier when you have a companion. Okay, even motherfuckers of old knew that. You feel me? Life is much easier when you got someone bad and wait with you. You feel me? Nights had squires and shoulder boys. You feel me? Like, you know what I mean? Life is much easier if I don't have to carry my own pack and this big ass armor. Okay. Squire carry my pack and my swords and shit. I got this armor and my main shit. You feel me? Anything go down, Squire get covered, toss me my sword. Let me work. You get what I'm saying? That's exactly how it's supposed to go. Throughout time and space. Okay? Having a proper partner makes things easier. Period. Okay? Kay doesn't want to understand this. She wants to push that independent mindset. And you can push that all you want, but your ego is turning you into a monster. And this is what everybody's seeing. This is what everybody on the panel is seeing. Look at everybody's faces on the panel and shit. This is what everybody on the panel is seeing right now. Her big fucking ego. Okay? Big fucking ego. Let's keep going.
That's what you gathered from what Anton said.
You can't have an opinion
about anything.
I said what I said.
Right.
All right, go ahead.
Well, I would venture to say you completely missed this man's point.
I said what I said.
That's I heard you said what you said.
That's what
I'm telling
said,
you clearly missed this man's point.
What he said.
And you
Maybe
can talk all you want to and overtalk everybody on the fucking panel right now. But I'm telling you right now, you missed what this man said. You missed what his point was.
That's what he said.
You missed what his point was.
I just quoted him. I literally just quoted him verbatim.
Actually, okay, Kayla.
Okay, Chris.
Go ahead, Ricky.
He literally did not quote me, but that's okay. I'm cool.
Right. Why go back and forth, right? I'm
okay,
so
curious. Hold on, y'all. You gotta let Ricky. Hold on, y'all. Take a break. Take a break.
You just said why go back and forth.
I can't wait for 10 years from now, Kayla. Oh my God. Oh my God.
So she still doesn't want to get it. As you see everybody in the panel, like she thought she said the same thing that Anton said. No, Anton over there, hell no, bitch, you did not quote my ass, don't you dare. Because she does not get it. Her ego will not permit her to get it. She just want to be argumentative at it instead of actually learning. She up there talking, over-talking motherfuckers. This is talking. You're not hearing or listening or understanding. Bitch, you're back and forth in this shit. It's just ridiculous. Okay? Your argumentative nature, the ego with the argumentative nature. Okay? If you have to be saying something all the time, you need to shut up. Okay? Learn to shut the fuck up. Okay? I've said this before. Your ego will drive you into doing extra shit, vomiting at the mouth. Learn to shut up and listen. Get information. Then you can speak. You feel me? You can say something educated instead of stupid shit like this bitch is saying. Like, I shouldn't call her a bitch, but good God, she is being bitchy. She's being bitchy. I'm just saying. See, in real life, she probably be all, you know, cutie and rainbow, but yeah, that's a demon in the box right there. Let's keep going.
I can't wait to see this.
That's cute that you think we're gonna know each other.
10 years
that's really cute that you think you would still have communication.
Oh my goodness,
that's wild. Actually, go ahead, Ricky.
Oh my God. ahead, homie.
Yeah. So I hear what you're saying, Tom, man. And it's exactly right. You know, why does it have to be an argument? There's no argument. We have brainstorming session. You know what I'm saying? You have a brainstorming session. Look, and what he's saying is that, again, my understanding, Tom, let me know if I'm off base. Okay. My understanding is that as a man, if you a man and you got a woman and y'all both striving towards something and getting stuff done and got plans to advance and leveling up, the stuff a woman have to worry about that you will have to worry about on your own, right? The stuff that y'all use to support and reinforce what makes you a strong woman. This, and I'm independent. You should be able to let that go with your man, because anything else, he got you. He got you, which gives you space to be in your feminine and do the things that a great wife should and would be willing to do. And no man is going to complain over food. Thank God you finally figured out what you wanted to eat for dinner. Right? But that stance, the way you wish to defend my opinion, my preferences, my this, my that, that's the ego.
Exactly.
That's the ego.
Y'all have that ego. All of
That's the ego. I do not, because every decision I make in this household is for the betterment of the both of us.
Of the house. That is what he is saying.
I'm not telling you no just to pull your dick. I'm telling you no because maybe this is not the right time. Maybe this is not a good move. I'm not doing it to say, oh, you making a bad decision, or, oh, hey, you know what? I'm just trying to belittle you. No, I'm saying it for the betterment of both of us, and vice versa. But again, y'all look at this as challenging y'all knowledge, challenging y'all mental capacity, when it's not, because we both in this shit together.
And that's the end of that. Okay. Now, Rick Williams did end off with a nice one right there. I do give that nigga that. Okay. And Kayla, she ain't gonna really catch this. She ain't gonna catch it. You know what I mean? It's hard for her to catch it because she's never been in that position. You know what I mean? And girls that's never been in that position, never actually seen that kind of shit, doesn't understand it. She's too much into the selfish nature, the thought-aronomy shit. You feel me? This is what I'm trying to teach y'all right now. That thought-aronomy doesn't work. Okay, doesn't mean you're a hoe, you feel me? But there's a lot of shit in the thought-aronomy mindset that fucks you up, which fucks everybody up. Okay, so the ego, letting that become a monster, fuck shit your relationship up. Okay. Some things don't need to be an argument. Some things you should know automatically you talk about because of the selflessness, ego. Okay. Then some things you should discuss. And that the discussion should have had that happen at the beginning of the relationship. A lot of discussion should be happening at the beginning. You feel me? You get your good weekend of Pound Town, and then you know you sit there, you sit up in bed, you talk about the shit. You feel me? What's life? Okay, what are we doing with this? Okay, what's happening? But as I said, you feel me? You gotta break that ego up, compartmentalize it, lock it down, and then you can control that shit. This has been my show, people. Please like and subscribe. Later days, y'all.